I always thought love would feel big and clear like thunder. Turns out it feels quiet like a slow leak in the chest. My name's Daniel Cross, and if you asked anyone at my office, they'd say I'm reliable, calm, the good guy. Nobody says the brave guy. They would be right. Bro, don't do it, Jason said this morning. I'm serious. Don't confess. I laughed. You've been saying that for 3 years. Because you're in love with a dream, not a person. Emily's not a dream. She doesn't see you, man. I tied my tie in the break room mirror and said, today's different. Jason leaned on the door. What changed? I got tired of waiting. He snorted. Waiting is safer. Safe is killing me. That's dramatic. It's true. You're going to get hurt. I already am. My days are simple. Work, coffee, emails, helping everyone else fix their mess. Most of those messes belong to Emily Carter. Daniel, can you check my report? Daniel, can you stay late? Daniel, can you listen? I always said, yeah, of course. 3 years of yeah. 3 years of maybe someday. Last winter she cried in my car. I swear I picked the worst guys, she said. I answered, you just picked the loud ones. She laughed through tears. You're different. I asked, different good or different safe? Both. That word lived in me like fire. At noon I texted her, coffee today? She replied fast. Sure. Same cafe. My hands shook so hard I almost dropped my phone. Jason saw it. That's the face of a man walking to his execution. Encouraging, I said. I try. If I don't go, I'll regret it. If you do, you'll regret it louder. She was already there when I arrived. Blue jacket, bright smile. My stupid heart sprinted. Hey stranger, she said. I sit here every week. Still counts. Saturday, how's your day? Busy. Good busy. Good is good. She laughed. You're nervous. Am I that obvious? Only to me. Then I'm doomed. Emily, I said, I need to tell you something. She tilted her head. That sounds serious. It is. Okay. I'm listening. I breathed once. I've liked you for a long time. She smiled softly. I know. My chest jumped. You do. I guessed. It's more than liked. I love you, I said. Not as a friend. Not as backup. As the one I choose. Her smile froze. Oh. That one word cut deep. She looked down at her cup. Daniel? Please don't say, but, I said. She whispered, but I have to. I'm seeing someone, she said. The cafe noise went dull. Since when? 3 months. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked. I always ask about your life. Not like this. Who is he? She hesitated. Victor Hale. The investor? Yes. I laughed. Like rich man. Yes, she said. That one. Is this a joke? Daniel, don't do that. Do what? Make yourself small with sarcasm. I'm not. I'm just late. She reached out. You're sweet. There it was. Sweet but not enough, she added. I nodded. Right. You deserve someone who picks you first. I wanted that to be you. I know. Do you? Yes. I'm sorry. Are you? Her silence answered. I stood. Thanks for being honest. Daniel. It's okay. It's not. I said it's okay. You're shaking. I need air. Can we still be friends? I forced a smile. You already decided that. I walked out before my voice broke. I stopped near the window. Her voice floated through the glass. Yes, he confessed, she said on her phone. Pause. Then she laughed. No, it's kind of cute. He was so serious. My ears rang. I stepped back slowly. Each step felt like a door closing. My chest hurt, but it also felt clear. Something inside me burned steady. Not love. Not hope. Something harder. My phone buzzed. Jason, you alive? I typed, yeah. Lesson learned. What lesson? I wrote, don't beg to be chosen. I put the phone away and said to myself, next time I choose me first. Always. That was the moment I changed. For good. Truly. No turning back. I told myself I wouldn't look him up. I lasted 12 minutes. Don't search him, I said out loud to my laptop. Close the tab. I typed his name anyway. Victor Hale. Wow, I muttered. Of course you look like that. Every photo showed the same thing. Expensive suit, calm smile, powerful friends. Billionaire investor expands tech portfolio. Top 40 under 40. Champion of ethical leadership. I laughed. Sure you are. My finger kept scrolling. Not jealous, I said. Just informed. I clicked another article. Still not jealous. Another. Okay, maybe a little jealous. My phone buzzed. Jason. You spiraling? He texted. No, I typed. Research. That's a fancy word for pain shopping. Busy, I sent back. At work, I stared at my screen and saw Victor's face instead of spreadsheets. Nina rolled her chair over. You look like you fought a ghost. I slept late. You look emotionally late. Didn't know that was a thing. It is now. What happened? Nothing. Liar. I'm just tired. Daniel, your tired face is different. This is heartbreak face. That obvious? Very. I sighed. I confessed to Emily yesterday. And? She chose a billionaire. Nina blinked. Directly? Pretty much. Name? Victor Hale. Her eyebrows jumped. That Victor Hale? There shouldn't be two. She whistled. You lost to a private jet. Thanks for the support. I'm serious. That's heavy competition. I wasn't competing. You were. You just didn't know. I rubbed my eyes. She called me sweet. Ouch. Yeah. Nina leaned closer. You still like her? Yes. You still helping her? Yes. You're addicted. I'm loyal. Same drug, different label. I laughed weakly. That's harsh. It's accurate. Money changes how people choose, she added. That sounds cynical. That sounds employed. I hate how right you might be. She tapped my desk. Eat lunch. Not hungry. Heartbreak still needs calories. I'll try. That night was the company partner mixer. I almost skipped it. Jason called. Go. Why? Because hiding makes it worse. You enjoy my suffering. A little. I went. Music, lights, fake smiles. I grabbed water and planned escape. Then I saw her. Emily walked in holding his arm. Of course, I whispered. Victor Hale looked exactly like the photos. Controlled, smooth, expensive. Emily saw me first. Daniel? I forced a smile. Hey. Glad you came. Me too, I lied. This is Victor, she said. My boyfriend. He offered his hand. Good to meet you. I shook it. You too. Daniel helps me a lot at work, she added. He smiled. Reliable people are rare. I try to be, I said. What do you do, Daniel? He asked. I fix problems nobody budgets for. He laughed. That's honest. Emily squeezed his arm. He's being modest. I said, I'm really not. She added, he's just a friend, but a very good one. Just a friend. That hit harder than the cafe did. Victor nodded. Friends are valuable. I'm sure they are, I said. He said, we need more loyalty in business and life. Interesting word choice, I replied. Why? Emily asked. No reason. Victor checked his watch. I'm speaking soon. You're the keynote? I asked. Brief remarks only. Of course. He stepped away. Emily looked at me. You okay? Perfect. You don't look perfect. I upgraded. Daniel? I meant what I said yesterday, I added quietly. I know. I won't repeat it. Thank you. That's not for you. That's for me. She frowned. I don't want to lose you. You didn't lose me. But I felt lost. Victor took the stage later. He said, success is built on truth and loyalty. I almost choked. He continued, without honesty, wealth is empty. I whispered, that's ironic. Nina texted from across the room, you hearing this? Yes, I typed. Comedy show. Applause exploded. I slipped out early. Near the exit, I heard Victor's voice around the corner. He was on the phone. Angry. I said stop calling, he snapped. Silence. No, not now. Another pause. Laura, listen to me. My steps slowed. I told you I'd handle it. He lowered his voice. Do not call again. I froze. He turned away, still whispering. I walked out into the cold night and said, who's Laura, and why are you scared? Laura, I said to my ceiling at 2 a.m., why does that name bother me so much? I turned on my phone again. Stop, I told myself. Sleep. I opened the browser. Just one search. Victor Hale Laura. Great, I muttered. Now we're doing this. Nothing clear came up at first. Interviews. Awards. Panels. No, Laura, I whispered. Convenient. My phone rang. Jason. Why are you awake? He asked. Research. That word again. I heard something last night. You always hear something dramatic. He was arguing with someone named Laura. So. Sounded serious. Still not your problem. It feels like my problem. You're emotionally trespassing. I just want the truth. Truth about what? About him. Why? Because Emily trusts him. Jason sighed. You're not her guard dog. No. I'm worse. I'm the backup guy. Then stop acting like staff. I can't let it go. Then admit you're jealous. I am jealous, I said quietly. Good. Honest at last. I'm still digging. Of course you are. At work, I opened public records databases between tasks. Nina rolled over again. You've got detective eyes today. Do I? Narrow. Focused. Dangerous. I'm searching someone. That sounds illegal. It's public data. Who? Victor Hale. Her face changed. Emily's billionaire? Yeah. Why? I heard a name. That's vague. Laura. Nina tapped her keyboard. Spell it. I did. She said, there are many Lauras. Add Hale. She typed fast. Okay, that narrows it. My pulse climbed. Anything? I asked. Maybe is torture. There's a Laura Hale linked to an older property record. Spouse field? I asked. Blank. That's weird. Rich people hide things, she said. Try deeper. You're intense today. I know. She opened archived pages. Charity boards, donor lists, event scans. You're scary good at this. I'm bored and curious. Dangerous combo. She froze. Wait. What? I've got an old charity gala page. And? It's partially deleted. Can you open it? I saved image caches for this site months ago. Why? Because I hoard data like a dragon. Show me. She turned the screen. My stomach dropped. Victor stood in the photo. Next to him, a woman. 2 kids. Zoom? I said. I am. Is that? The tag says Laura Hale. My throat went dry. Hale. Same last name, Nina said. Kids too. Looks like it. Caption? I asked. Removed. Date? 3 years ago. That's not ancient. Nope. Download it, I said. Already did. My hand shook. Why isn't this public? Because it got wiped. People don't wipe nothing. They wipe secrets. Do you think he's married? I asked. I think this is not random. I leaned back. This is bad. For who? For everyone. Jason texted, you alive? I replied, found something. Good or bad? Explosive. Nina said, what will you do? I don't know. You want to tell Emily? Yes. You're afraid to tell Emily? Yes. She might think you're lying. Or jealous. Or both. I hate this. Truth is messy, she said. I stared at the photo again. Those kids look happy. Yeah. That makes this worse. My phone buzzed. Emily. Hey, her text read, are you free tonight? I whispered, of course you text now. Nina asked, her? Yes. What does she want? Help with a contract Victor gave her. Nina exhaled. That's ironic timing. Feels like a trap. You going? Yes. Even with this? I looked at the saved photo. Yes. Why? Because if I'm wrong, I'm cruel. And if you're right? I'm necessary. Nina nodded slowly. Be careful. I will. Jason texted again, don't light fires you can't control. I typed back, too late. I stared at Victor's smiling photo and said, who are you really, and why are you hiding them? I'm glad you came, Emily said as I sat across from her. I need your brain. You usually need my red pen, I replied. She smiled. That too. Did you bring it? Always. She slid the printed contract to me. Victor's investment deal. My startup gets funding, he gets equity. How much equity? I asked. 20%. That's not small. He says it's fair. I scanned the first page. Control clauses start early. What does that mean? It means he gets influence fast. He's the investor. He's more than that here. You sound tense. I read tense. Read faster, she said. You're frowning. I frown when I see traps. Traps. Strong word, I admitted. But look here. Where? This clause lets him replace leadership if targets slip. That's normal. Not this easily. He explained it. I'm sure he did. You don't trust him. I don't trust contracts that smile too much. She crossed her arms. You're biased. Maybe. Because of us. Yes. At least you admit it. I'm still right. Keep reading, she said. I flipped pages. This part locks you from seeking other investors for 2 years. He wants commitment. He wants control. Same thing sometimes. Not legally. She leaned closer. Say it clearly. I wouldn't sign this version. You're serious. Yes. You're also hurt. Also true. So which opinion is talking? Both. She shook her head. Victor wouldn't trap me. I almost said you don't know him. I almost said who is Laura? Instead I said, get revisions. You're overreacting. I'm careful. You're emotional. I'm experienced. She sighed. I thought you'd support me. I am supporting you. Doesn't feel like it. Support isn't blind. She stood. I'll have his legal team review it with me again. Bring your own lawyer too. Victor has lawyers. Exactly my point. That sounded rude. It was meant to. Why are you like this today? Because he might have a secret family, I thought. Because I saw the photo. Because I'm afraid for you. I said none of it. I just said, be careful. She softened a little. You still care. Yes. Even now. Yes. Thank you for reviewing it. Always. I left with the contract copy still in my bag and a storm in my head. Outside, I saw Victor across the street, getting into his car. I told myself, walk away. My feet said, no. I got into my car and followed at a distance. This is wrong, I whispered. You're doing it anyway, I answered myself. Traffic stayed light. He didn't go toward his tower condo. Where are you going? I muttered. He turned into a quiet neighborhood with old trees and small houses. This doesn't match your image, I said. He parked near a gray house with a blue door. I parked half a block away. Last chance to leave, I told myself. I stayed. He walked to the door and knocked. A woman opened it. I froze. That's her. Laura. Same face from the photo. No doubt. 2 kids rushed out. Dad, the boy shouted. I gripped my steering wheel. Dad. The girl hugged his leg. You're late. I know, he said softly. I'm sorry. My chest felt tight. This is real. I lifted my phone with shaking hands. Don't do this, I whispered. I took the photo anyway. Click. Truth matters, I told myself. Click. Or maybe revenge does, another voice answered. He picked up the girl. I missed you. We missed you more, she said. I took one more photo. Then I lowered the phone. I feel sick. I drove home in silence. In my room, I opened the images again. Victor Hale, I said quietly. Boyfriend. Investor. Father. Husband. I sat on the bed and stared. If I expose this, I blow everything up. I swallowed hard. If I hide this, I become part of the lie. My phone lit up with Emily's name again. Thanks for today. I typed, deleted, typed again. You're welcome, I sent. I looked at the family photo on my screen and whispered, am I about to be honest, or just bitter? I put my phone on the table and stared at Victor's family photos. Send them, I told myself. End this. My thumb hovered over Emily's chat. Do it now. My chest tightened. No. Think. I paced my apartment. Revenge is easy. Truth is harder. My phone rang. Jason. Talk, he said. I have proof, I answered. Of what? Victor has a family. Define family. Woman. Kids. Calling him dad. Jason swore. You're sure? I took photos. Then send them to Emily right now. Just like that. Yes. Fast. Clean. Done. That feels violent. It is violent. He lied. I might be doing it because I'm hurt. You are hurt. Still true. I don't trust my motive. Truth doesn't need perfect motives. It should. Daniel, you're overthinking. Always. Send it. Not yet. He groaned. You'll regret delay. Maybe. Call me after you decide, he said. I hung up and sat down again. Fast revenge, I whispered. Or careful justice. I called Nina. She answered, tell me you slept. I found more. I knew it. He has kids. She exhaled slowly. Okay. That's serious. Jason says send everything now. And what do you say? I say slow down. Good. You agree? Yes. That's new. Protect yourself first, she said. From what? From rich, angry men with lawyers. Fair. I'd verify with the wife. I don't know how. Message her. That's risky. Everything here is risky. I open Laura's social page again. Private but messages allowed. I'm doing it, I told Nina. Be careful with words. I'll stay anonymous. Smart. I typed. Do you know Victor Hale is planning to propose publicly soon? I stared at the screen. Send, Nina said softly. I'm sending. I pressed it. Now we wait, she said. I hate waiting. Too bad. 3 minutes later my phone buzzed. Reply. My heart pounded. I opened it. Who is this? She wrote. What proposal? I whispered, oh no. I typed, he is dating someone seriously. Public events. Ring photos. Dots appeared fast. That's not possible, she wrote. He's traveling for work. I felt cold. Not traveling. Show me, she sent. Should I? I asked Nina. Yes. I sent the engagement ring event photo with Emily. Seconds passed. Then, where was this taken? 3 nights ago, I replied. More dots. Then nothing for a full minute. My throat felt dry. Finally, thank you for telling me. That's it. I asked aloud. Nina said, shock is quiet first. Another message came, can we talk in person? I answered, yes. She sent a cafe location and time. Nina said, I'm coming with you. I should go alone. Text me location then. I will. The next afternoon I sat across from Laura. She looked tired but calm. You're the one who messaged, she said. Yes. Why help me? Because lies spread damage. Do you know him well? Not personally. Then why care? I care about the woman he's dating. She studied my face. You love her. Yes. Does she love you? No. That hurts. Yes. She folded her hands. Show me everything. I showed the photos from the house first. She closed her eyes. I thought so. You knew. I suspected. I showed the ring event post next. Her lips trembled. He told me that was a client dinner. I'm sorry. You didn't lie. No. Thank you. I expected anger. I'm too tired for anger. That makes sense. She looked at me again. You could have stayed silent. I almost did. Why didn't you? I want to be able to respect myself. She nodded slowly. That matters. I waited to feel victory. Nothing came. Only wait. I don't feel good, I admitted. Truth rarely feels good, she said. I whispered, this choice changed me. Emily texted me that morning, please come tonight. I replied, why me? Because I want peace, she wrote. No awkwardness between us. I stared at the message. Peace is expensive, I muttered. Jason called right after. You're not going. I might. Bad idea. I want to see it myself. See what? Her choosing him again? Yes. That's emotional self-harm. Probably. Then don't. I'm still going. He groaned. Wear armor. I'll wear a suit. Same thing. The venue glowed with gold lights and tall glass walls. A banner read, celebrating love and partnership. I whispered, that's ironic already. Emily met me near the entrance. You came. I said I would. You look tense. I am. No scenes tonight, okay? I'm not here to fight. Thank you. Victor joined us, smiling. Daniel, good to see you again. Congratulations, I said. Appreciated. Big night, I added. The biggest, he said. Emily squeezed his arm. He hates attention. Victor laughed. I tolerate it. I answered, that's a useful skill. He said, enjoy the evening. I plan to observe it. He walked toward the stage area. Emily studied me. You're in a strange mood. I didn't sleep well. Still reviewing my contract in your head? Yes. You're stubborn. Only when worried. She smiled softly. You're a good man. I swallowed. That's dangerous praise. Music rose. Guests gathered. Cameras lifted. Victor took the stage. Thank you all for coming. I folded my arms. Here it comes. He continued, tonight is about truth, commitment, and future. I almost laughed out loud. Then I saw the entrance doors open again. My breath stopped. Oh no. Laura walked in. 2 children held her hands. Jason, I whispered into my phone, you won't believe this. Where are you? He asked. At the party. I told you not to go. Laura is here. What? With the kids. You're kidding. I wish. The room started murmuring. Victor's smile cracked for half a second. He said into the mic, excuse me one moment. Laura spoke loudly, no, don't excuse it. Silence spread fast. She added, tell them who we are. Victor stepped down. This is not the place. She answered, you lost the right to choose place. He forced a laugh. She's confused. I felt heat rise in my chest. Laura said, am I confused, Victor? Please leave, he whispered. I won't. The boy said, Dad, why are you mad? Gasps rolled across the room. Victor snapped, don't call me that here. Emily looked between them. Victor. He said quickly, she's unstable. Laura flinched. That's your defense? He turned to the crowd. Security. I stepped forward. Wait. Emily stared at me. Daniel, don't. I have proof, I said. Victor glared. Stop. I walked to the projector laptop near the stage tech. Sir, you can't touch that, the tech said. I can for 10 seconds. I plugged in my drive. What are you doing? Victor barked. Showing truth. The screen filled with dates, photos, timestamps, house visits, family shots, gala archive images. The room exploded with whispers. Emily covered her mouth. No. Laura closed her eyes. Victor shouted, that's illegal. It's accurate, I replied. You hacked me. No. I watched you. I will sue you, he yelled. Stand in line. Emily turned to him. Are they yours? He said nothing. Answer me, she demanded. He snapped, this is private. That means yes, I said. The little girl started crying. I want to go home. My chest hurt hearing it. Emily slowly pulled off her ring. Don't, Victor said. She placed it on the table. I won't be your secret. He looked at me like fire. You planned this. No, I answered. You did. Security froze, unsure who to remove. Jason texted, is it done? I typed back, everything exploded. I expected victory. I felt only wreckage. I whispered to myself, truth landed, and everyone bled tonight. The morning after the party my phone blew up. Daniel, you seeing this? Jason's text read. I am, I typed back. It's everywhere. Media frenzy? He asked. Exactly. Headlines. Screenshots. Gossip. I scrolled. Victor Hale's empire rocked by private family reveal. Stock tanked. Down 20% this morning. Wow, Jason replied. Feels good. Not really, I said. It's messy. He wrote, messy but deserved. I hate that word, I replied. Deserved. Feels like blood on my hands. Better than lying silently, he said. I sighed and saw another alert. Lawsuits. Multiple filings. Emails from angry lawyers with stern headers. My stomach nodded. Are you safe? Jason texted. I think so. Work is tense. HR called me in twice. What did they say? They're worried about fallout. Suggested I lay low. I rubbed my temples. Lay low. Like hiding a bomb. Jason, truth is messy. People explode first, then heal. I glanced at my notifications. Emily had messaged. Are you proud of yourself? I froze. Her words weren't thanks. They were blame. Emily, I whispered. You can't see my side? She texted again. You humiliated me in front of everyone. Humiliated. I typed back. I didn't create the situation. I revealed it. Doesn't matter. It looks bad for me, she sent. I stared. My chest hurt. Worse than rejection. Worse than betrayal. Jason, people always see the surface first. You know what's below. I know, I replied. Doesn't make it easier. Nina called. How are you holding up? Terrible, I said honestly. You did the right thing, she said calmly. Truth often feels cruel at first. I feel cruel, I muttered. She laughed softly. No, you're human. Don't confuse the two. I leaned back. My phone buzzed again. A new email, Victor's legal team. Threatening, formal, precise. Great, I muttered. Now I have lawyers too. I felt heat in my chest. Anger? Anxiety? Both. Jason texted, careful. Don't let them intimidate you. I won't, I replied. But work is watching me too. They don't want trouble. My phone pinged. Laura. Daniel, she wrote, thank you again. I filed for divorce. It's done. I feel relief. I exhaled. Good. That's progress at least. She added, I know this sounds strange, but you helped me see the truth clearly. I did what I had to do, I typed. Do you feel satisfied? She asked. No, I admitted. I feel exhausted. Messy. Like standing in fire. Then you know, she said. Justice is rarely clean. I stared at the screen. Karma is moving, yes, but uneven, brutal, tangled. Jason wrote again. From the fire you rebuild. Keep that in mind. I whispered to myself, can revenge and justice ever look the same from inside? The thought stayed heavy. Maybe not, I said aloud, voice shaking. Maybe not at all. I looked out the window. News channels replayed the scandal. Faces, words, outrage. I touched my phone. Laura's message, Emily's blame, Victor's threats. I survived it, I said. But survival feels like standing in ashes. Jason texted, ashes today. Fire tomorrow. You'll see. I stared at the city below. Karma is messy. Justice is messier. And I'm still here. Standing. Watching. Waiting. HR called me in first thing Monday. Daniel, we need to talk, the manager said. About what? I asked, already knowing. The scandal, the media attention. You mean exposing Victor? I said. Indirectly, yes. We're letting you go, he said. I blinked. You're firing me? It's a precaution, he said. No hard feelings. We just can't risk fallout. I walked out feeling hollow. Jason called instantly. You okay? He asked. I just got fired, I said. I feel like I blew up my own life. You exposed a billionaire. That's massive. I lost my job, I muttered. Feels like losing everything. You didn't lose yourself, he said. I laughed bitterly. Doesn't feel like it. Nina texted me, I can help. Resume. Contacts. Plan B. I agreed. I feel useless. Stop that, she said. You're talented. We'll fix it. Thanks, I whispered. We worked late into the evening. She asked, freelance work? Maybe, I said. Just small projects to start. That's smart, she said. Rebuild slowly. I signed up for gigs, tiny ones at first. My confidence wavered. Not bad, I told myself after finishing a report. I can do this. Jason called again. You actually smiling? A little, I admitted. I bought a gym membership. Time to rebuild physically too, I said. Weights, runs, push-ups. Each repetition felt like reclaiming something I lost. I started reading more too. Books remind me I'm still learning, I whispered. Emily texted me out of nowhere. Were you ever going to tell me privately? I stared at her message. My heart twisted. I didn't realize you wanted the truth that way, I typed. I thought you wanted revenge, she replied. No, I said. I wanted honesty. Just, maybe not like that. Jason laughed over speaker. See? Even she gets it now. I guess, I said, shaking my head. I wasn't just a hero. I was hurt. Angry. That's normal, he said. You're human. I feel human again, I said softly. Nina messaged, keep going. You're doing better than you know. Better than yesterday, I typed. Keep pushing, she said. I went for another run, feeling the sweat, the burn. This is growth, I muttered. I made coffee. Opened a freelance email. Another small project accepted. Progress, I whispered. Emily's text stayed on my screen. Were you ever going to tell me privately? I smiled faintly. I understand now. I made mistakes. I learned. That counts for something. Jason called again. New day, Daniel? Yes, a better one. I leaned back, stretching. I might have lost my job, but I'm finding me. Nina messaged a photo of a new client meeting. Go crush it. I will, I typed. I'm rebuilding, I whispered aloud. No applause, no headlines. Just me. And that was enough. The text message appeared unexpectedly. Daniel, can we meet? I stared at it. Victor. I whispered. Jason called immediately. You're not meeting him, right? I think I have to, I said. Curiosity. Curiosity killed the billionaire, he joked. I ignored him. I arrived at a small cafe he suggested. He was already there. Slouched slightly, suit rumpled. Older, tired. Not the polished man I remembered. Daniel, he said. Thanks for coming. Victor, I said quietly. Mind if I speak honestly? Do it. He exhaled. You ruined me. I didn't, I said. He looked down. I ruined myself first. Lied to everyone. Did everything. The scandal, its consequences catching up. I nodded slowly. Truth is messy. Exactly. I understand that. I want to make it right. I'll pay you. Sign papers. Stay silent. Protect both our reputations. I don't need money, I said firmly. He leaned back. You're impossible. I'm principled, I said. You chose your path. I chose mine. He looked away. Divorce finalized. Kid safe. Emily. Don't, I said. Leave her out of this. He nodded. I deserve this. I see that now. I didn't respond. Silence felt right. Afterward, Emily texted, Can we meet? I went to a quiet park she suggested. Daniel, she said, voice soft. I owe you an apology. For what? I asked. For laughing at your confession. Months ago. I didn't see your worth. I took a breath. You were young. Misguided. It hurt, yes, but I understand now. She looked down. I never realized. That's past, I said. No need to dwell. Do you forgive me? I do, I said calmly. Her eyes searched mine. Do you want anything else? No. Closure isn't loud, I said. It's quiet. Peaceful. She smiled faintly. You've changed. So have you, I said. She hesitated. I wish things were different. I understand, I replied. But I don't chase what isn't mine. Her lips curved, relief in her eyes. I realized I didn't feel longing anymore. Only calm, a quiet satisfaction. Months of anger, doubt, and chaos had led here. I whispered to myself, closure is subtle, not dramatic. Daniel? She asked softly. Peace, I said. That's all I need. She nodded. I'm sorry again. I forgive you, I said. We sat in silence, the city humming around us. For the first time I felt it, peace, not desire. I didn't need to fix anything else. I didn't chase. I didn't argue. Just quiet understanding. The weight lifted. Thank you for telling me then, she said quietly. You told me too, I replied. We smiled softly. I stood, feeling lighter than I had in years. The sun dipped low. Shadows stretched. Daniel, she said. Yes. Take care of yourself. I will, I said. And I meant it. Peace finally, quiet and full. I sit in my small office, coffee in hand, staring at the city outside. Nina, I say, can you believe we pulled this off? She laughs, stacking papers neatly. I can. Mostly because you survived the chaos. I survived barely, I admit. But it feels good. Simple, focused. No billionaires, no secrets. Jason calls. How's the empire? Small consulting firm, actually, I say. He chuckles. Pain built your career, huh? Apparently, I reply. Every humiliation, every heartbreak, all investments in my growth. You should thank Emily for that, he jokes. I smile, but it's quiet, detached. She helped indirectly. I won't chase her. I don't need that anymore. Nina leans back. You've changed, Daniel. I can see it. I had to, I admit. All that scandal, the exposure, the lies, it either breaks you or forces you to grow. I check my phone. Laura's message pops up. Daniel, she wrote, the kids and I are doing well. Thank you again. You showed me the truth I needed. I type back, I'm glad you're happy. That's enough. Enough, I whisper aloud. That word feels heavy, solid. Scrolling through social media, I see Emily's posts. She watches, distant from afar. I feel nothing but calm. Approval no longer matters. Recognition no longer matters. I open a folder of client proposals. Nina drops a cup of coffee and says, ready to change more lives? I smile. Let's do it. She laughs and I notice the light in her eyes. Partnership, trust, mutual respect. Things I never had with Victor or Emily. Jason texts again. Still single? Yes, I reply. And content. Who would have thought? Not me, I admit. Not 3 years ago. I lean back in my chair and reflect. Every insult, every laugh, every rejection. They built me. Emily choosing money over me felt like a final loss at the time. But loss was a lie. Every late night, every sleepless thought, Every moment of pain shaped me into someone stronger. I don't need validation from anyone anymore. Laura, the kids, Nina, even Jason's jokes, they are my anchors. I look out the window again. The city hums, indifferent, alive. And I am alive too. Full, aware, and no longer desperate. I remember the cafe, the confession, the engagement, the chaos. I thought I lost. I thought I was a backup choice. But now I see clearly. I was never a backup. I was learning to choose myself. To value myself. To be enough without anyone else's permission. I close my laptop. I take a deep breath. I smile quietly to myself. I'm done begging, I whisper. I'm done chasing. I found me. And that is everything.